My expertise is in helping people understand the relationship between their thoughts and their emotions and their behaviours after a known or suspected injury to the brain. Understanding what's going wrong, so pinpointing the areas that are not functioning as well as they used to, and then out of that promoting a discussion and a generation of strategies that can help that particular individual.
It's almost a relief to know that other people are experiencing the same things that I am. It's been such an isolated experience up until now, but now I know other families and other partners are navigating it the same way that we are.
So this was my second one. The first one was brilliant because I walked in, I had no idea what to expect, and the couple of the guys were talking and I was just nodding my head, and it was such a relief to listen to people like them and go, wow, I'm not the only one struggling, I'm not the only one who's had this, to the point where I then insisted that my wife came down, because at this point I think my wife needs more help on handling me than I need the support.
I think it's important that friends and family are provided with the relevant education to understand what's happened to their loved one, and that understanding in and of itself sometimes might be enough for them to take a less judgmental approach, so that their family member doesn't feel as though they're being blamed or as though they're constantly doing something wrong.
What you do and just take for granted down the track you're not going to be able to do. And I actually don't know what day of the week it is. You know, I literally get up, get dressed, get ready to go to work. Oh, it's Sunday, go back to bed.
When I retired, I was in denial about a few of the issues that I was suffering from, and it took me to hit rock bottom to realise those. My family have medicals and they don't recognise it, so they were like, oh, it's only an emotional thing, these headaches are... And I was just like, no. And then when I started suffering from anxiety, I phoned them up and said, now this is anxiety. Well, you know, there is a huge difference here.
I think people want to deny it because they're worried that if they personally don't recognise it, that it'll go away or it's not right, and they're probably fearful. And when there's a time when I think it's a bit noisy or you need time away, and there's just a place where you can go and just have, there's a chair there, come on, and so you can just go through, or if it's a meditation or just listening to an audio book. I'm really calm and whatever, and then because of the head injuries you sort of go out and they've made a mess, and your mouth opens and then you just go, and you went back into the bedroom, calmed down, and I've been doing yoga and meditation. I think that is helpful.
It's much easier to prevent it than it is to manage it once it's happened, because once it's happened, it's all negative. I think either way, it's important for a person to develop some awareness of how their behaviour or how their memory difficulties are impacting on the people around them, because that's the first step in actually doing something about it.
We have found that this has been the most therapeutic thing we could have arranged for our patients, and they have really thrived in that environment of connecting with others. The families are finding it beneficial, they're getting a lot of practical help on day-to-day levels. So with any brain symptoms and brain conditions, it's really hard to understand what someone's going through and what type of sometimes subtle but certainly very impairing symptoms that can occur.
Seek some help, go to your GP and get a referral on, and of course go and see a neurologist and then see about connecting into it.
Here's help that you could go to get support. So to stop one person committing suicide, this group is fabulous.